Welcome to the Python tutorial. Today we are going to talk about exception in Python. An exception is a event which occur during the execution of a program, or we can say an exception is a error which can be handled by the programmer. The exception which are already available in the Python are called a built-in exception. One more thing, don't confuse between the error and the exception, because error and exceptions are not the same. Suppose if the programmer can guess an error in the program and he can do something to eliminate the error, then it is called an exception. If the programmer cannot do anything in case of error, then it is called an error, not an exception. A programmer can create his own exception called user-defined exception. Now let's move to the example where we can see how exception occur. So first, let's understand about a syntax error and how it is different from exception, because sometimes we confuse between syntax error and a exception error. So let's move to the examples. Here I opened a Python script, and after that I'll create two files, one for syntax error and the second for exception. So first I'm going to create a program where we can see what is a syntax error. So first I'm going to simply take a input give some values. So here we can see this is a input which is stored in the variable x. So after that I'll simply print the values of x. Here we run this module. Here we can see we get a result, give some values. If I put 12, then we get the 12 result. So what is the syntax error in this program? When I change this input to input, then here we can see we get a syntax error in this program. So this is a syntax error. And now I'm gonna tell you what is a exception. So first I'm gonna again take a input enter some values, and this input is a integer type, and after that I'll simply print a value of x. So this integer input will stored in this x variable, and this x variable is printed. Now run this module. Here we can see the program is correctly run, and after that I'll simply put 23, then we get the 23 result. Now I'm gonna run this program again, and in this I'm gonna simply type hello, which is a string. We get a value error. So these errors are exception error, which means that these errors can be handled by a programmer. So this is a difference between a syntax error and a exception error. Syntax error can't handled by a programmer, but a exception can be handled by a programmer.